kind of feel sick in my stomach for it because it is not a great offer, but it was the only offer that I could reasonably take. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Small Town Sparking. It's about 6:20 on a Monday morning, and we're gonna go try to find us a good spark order. Now, I'm out a little bit earlier this morning, just because we've had some really weird weather. Last night we had some rain and then some snow, and so I was kind of concerned about freezing rain. Right now it's like 34, 35 degrees out, so above freezing but just hovering around that freezing point. And so I was worried that the roads could be a little slick. They seem to be fine so far, but I just wanted to try to get out a little early so I could see what they were like and make a decision if whether I was just gonna go for it or not. I think I'm gonna be fine. I think we're gonna be able to pick up an order and make a few deliveries early in the morning. All right, so jumped ahead a little bit. I just took one and I got all loaded up for it. I'll be honest, I can't believe I took it. I cannot believe I took this offer, but I was feeling a little desperate. I saw quite a few. The first one was so weird and really annoying, but I pulled into the parking lot, I parked, and then right away my phone started buzzing saying I had a new offer. So it was like a round robin, just for you. And so I unlock my phone to get to it, and I go to the Spark app, and it has that needs verification box at the bottom. So I don't even see the offer, right? I just have to click on that and do the selfie and look the one way and look the other way. Guess how long that took? Well over a minute by the time it processed and everything. So I get back to the main screen and Spark, and there's no offer there because I spent that whole time verifying my identity. I get that they have to do it, and I appreciate that they do it. That way people aren't buying accounts and using other people's accounts and all that fishy stuff. But at the same time, why didn't they do that when I turned the app on 20 minutes earlier? Why do you have to do it then while I was wanting to look at my offer? So that offer, it came and went while I was doing that, so I didn't get to see it then. I think the next offer was for $10, going about 10 miles. Rejected that one right away. I don't even think I looked at anything else on it. The one after that was for $8, going 8 miles, also rejected immediately. We'll say the next one was $12 for, I think, 10 miles. Again, not good. But then I had another one that was, $25 for 17 miles. That one, the dollar to mile, not great, but I probably would have taken it had it been a Saturday. I did not take it today because it was gonna drop me off way too far from my house. I think I would have had a 25, 30-minute drive back home, and that just was not gonna work for my schedule. I rejected that, and then they all came back as first come, first serve. All but the $12 one, which I did look at the $12 one, and I was very seriously contemplating taking it, seeing as I had already rejected so many, and I knew there couldn't have been a whole lot more out there. So I was looking at that $12 one, and I think it was gonna drop me off where I wanted to be. I was gonna be really close to home, and it was 2 small orders, but I did not take it. So everything else, the other 4 came back as first come, first serve, and then I was able to see there was it $29 for 20 miles, going, again, way too far. So I took one. I wonder if you can guess which one I took. I ended up taking this one. I took the $10 one, going 10 miles, and I kind of feel sick in my stomach for it because it is not a great offer, but it was the only offer that I could reasonably take. It's not taking me where I want to go. It's taking me away from home, but since it is just one drop off, I'm comfortable doing that and then going home. So I usually have a $15 minimum. That's the only reason I didn't take that $12 one. I blew that out of the water today and didn't follow that at all. I considered just going home and calling it, but I thought now it'd be better to, get a $10 offer. And one of the nice-ish things about it is it's $10, no tips, right? So I know I'm gonna get that $10. There's no question in my mind if someone's gonna pull their tip or some kind of ridiculousness, I'm going to get that $10. And then I'm thinking, maybe by some chance, maybe they'll add a tip. I doubt it, but maybe it could happen. So here I am on my way to my one and only drop off. I'll let you know how it goes. All right, so all done dropping off. That was a little confusing to drop off. There were like 3 buildings all there together. I guess they were all apartments. But they had, pretty good instructions, saying it's this color and it's this location. So I was able to find it, and the guy actually came out to pick up the groceries while I was walking away, and that's always comforting, I'm like, okay, well, if they're expecting me, then that's probably a good indication that this is the right place. They weren't marked like apartment 1, apartment 2, apartment 3, so but I was able to get it dropped off at the right location. I think I'm gonna try something a little different tomorrow. We'll see if it actually happens or not. But what I do right now is I try to get the very, very, very first pickups from Walmart, drop them off, go home, take my son to school, come home, start working. And that's been okay, but it puts a pretty big restriction on where I can drop off, because like if I had multiple drop-offs in this location, I'd be really pushing it to get home in time to pick up my son and get him to school on time. But what I think I'm gonna try tomorrow is, instead of sparking around 6:20, I think I'm gonna start doing my work at home around 6:20. When it's time to take my son to school, I'll take him to school, and if I can leave my house at 7:30 and turn on the Spark app, drive up to the school, drop him off, and head to Walmart, and try to get my one order at that 7 to 8 hour instead of the 6 to 7 hour, I'll have a little more flexibility as far as what I can accept. There were those 2 orders today. The one I just probably wouldn't have accepted just because it is so far out. It was more money. It was like $29, $28, one of those 2. But I don't think I would have accepted that one regardless, just because that's pretty far, and not a huge pay bump. I want to say, wasn't that like 16 miles, 17 miles? It was a lot of miles. And then I'd have all those miles home. Now the other one, it was coming out here, and it went a little bit past out here. There's 2 drop-offs, $25. And I would have been willing to take that one over this $10 one if I didn't have to worry about getting my son to school. So that is my plan. We'll see if I can actually, real world pull it off and everything, because now the issue is going to be, if I can't get my son out the door by 7:30, then I'm probably going to miss a round robin. So I don't know. I really like the lack of pressure of getting out there. Like, I have no trouble getting myself out the door at 6:20. Now getting him out the door at 7:30, that's going to be a little tough. So we'll see if it works. It may just make it more of a headache to me, and I might rather just take $10 orders at 6 instead of get a $25 order at 7. We'll see. All right, that was enough jabbering for me today. I have a plan for tomorrow. Let's see if it actually happens. But until then, see ya.